Without policies like NEPA, it erases that whole part of the equation and allows the interests of corporations to really be prioritized. When we don't have a partner there that will listen to what's best for the local community, that's where we get in danger.
This proposal affects virtually every significant decision made by the federal government that affects the environment.
The rollback of NEPA poses huge risks to projects such as the Mountain Valley Pipeline and future projects that look to fast track these projects that really tie us to resources of the past, such as fossil fuels. We have two critical rivers in our community that many people are concerned will impact both the erosion around the streams and also the water quality that's provided through those streams. And there's a large indigenous past that is a part of our community. Many local activists have been citing concerns that this pipeline could actually go through burial grounds and erase artifacts that have been a part of our community for so long. And so I know here in Alamance County, that's mattered a lot because it's meant that local elected officials and leaders, our county commissioners, community tribes, and community leadership have been able to voice their concerns and opposition to this pipeline in a way that has forced the federal government to listen. Without NEPA, we would not have had the opportunity to voice these concerns, and this pipeline may already be in our community today. The reason that the environment is one of my core pillars to my platform here in Alamance County, North Carolina, is because issues of the environment have impacted me directly. I grew up with severe asthma that I still struggle with today. A big part of that was the clean air and clean water that existed here in North Carolina. And so from that point on, have always made it a priority to think about how do we make sure that we are good stewards of our resources and that we're prioritizing the health and well-being of North Carolinians.
From day one, my administration has made fixing this regulatory nightmare a top priority.
Without that critical feedback channel that NEPA provides, it puts communities in danger and our environment in danger as well. So when we think about issues of climate and who it impacts, the voices of communities of color are crucial to this conversation because even in the case of things like the Mountain Valley Pipeline, we know that it mainly crosses through communities of color and Black, Latino, and Indigenous communities in my district. Those closest to the problem are closest to the solution. And when we stop listening to local communities around the challenges that they face, we are facing a real problem in our democracy. And by rolling back NEPA, we're doing exactly that. We're cutting out the voice of those local communities that really see how something like a Mountain Valley Pipeline will impact their daily lives.